Hello, this is Maya broadcasting out the UK, and today I'm going to be doing a hair video. Once again, it's all ad hoc. I just tried to squeeze it in today because I've had this idea in my head for quite a long while, and it is not exactly quiet in the house. So if you hear banging and crashing, that's most probably the dogs downstairs. But anyway, at least the husband's gone out for a little bit, so he won't be popping in and disturbing. So here we go. What I'm going to do is I'm going to undo my hair, and then I'll be back with you. Right, so I am back. All I've done is I've taken out my braid. Here's my hair and brushed through once. Okay, so today we will need 3 elastic bands, and I've got thin ones here. By the way, these are not exactly ideal because they have the little you know, the connection where you can pull your hair, but these are still better than the very thick ones like that do protect your hair. As long as you don't use them a lot, then you can still use them. So 3 elastic bands. You'll need some bobby pins or clips of some sort, and you will need U-pins or more bobby pins, whatever you will prefer, and you will see what next. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a section of hair. Oh yes, and this is need to brush this forward a little bit because my hair is so used to lying flat. Why I don't often do fancy hairstyles is because I wear hats and then they get squished down or hooked up on the hat, so that's why I normally don't bother. So all I'm doing is I'm twisting this, okay, and I'm pulling it a bit forward, and I'll turn around. I've done the same mistake as I did last time. I haven't pulled this off, so I can't get to my bobby pins again. Okay, let's try do this. Hope nothing goes down the sink, as in my wash basin. Okay, I'm turning around. I hope you will be able to see that. So all I'm doing now is I've pushed a little bit forward so that there's a little bit of room there, and I'm pinning this down with a bobby pin and just letting the rest hang down. Doing the same again. I mean, you can do this wherever you like. I've now just left my parting as it is, but you can also change that. Twisting the hair. And I'm twisting it inwards towards the head. Just so that there's a little bit of texture, if you know what I mean. So, and same again, pin it down with the bobby pin in the back. Now I've not rehearsed this, as I've said before, and I can't really see what I'm doing. All I can see is the camera. Okay, you can see more than I can. Right, and again. So all this is, you can leave this part out if you like as well, or do it in a different way. I'm doing it with twisting. And it doesn't have to be super neat either. Oh, that bobby pin is broken. Okay. And I've kept the sides not pushed forward, the twists. Oops, hang on. There we go. And they don't have to be equal either. It doesn't really matter. Next bobby pin. Okay, so now we have these multiple twists and the bobby pins. Now I'm just going to brush through once, just so that it lays a bit more flat. Okay, like that. Close this basin, I'm already dropping stuff in. Now you'll need the 3 elastic bands, right? So you're now going to divide this up into 3. And you're going to make a ponytail. Now you can take the bobby pin out. You don't need the bobby pin if it's in the way. Take it out. You can do this higher or lower. Ideally, you don't get your hair tangled like I have. Okay, something's going on here. Okay, got it. I think. This is the problem when I can't see. I can only go by feel and I can't see if I'm actually adding hair from somewhere else. I hope not. Okay, let's tighten that up a little bit. Let's take this lot to the side, do the next one. Get this out the way. Where is it? Where is it? Here. Take a little bit more hair. Yep, I have it somehow tangled. I have here a problem, so I need to brush. I need to brush. Somehow I got this tangled. Further up. Okay, I see that's the bit that went into the other ponytail, didn't it? So I've got to separate that back out. That's what's happened. So normally this is why you do it with mirrors. And maybe take a bit more time and pre-plan. It's coming. Okay. But that's my problem. I don't have the time to do this multiple times. So that's why I end up sometimes in a bit of a pickle. So let's separate some out. Here we go. Doesn't have to be equal either. Just get that ponytail done. go. So that's the next one. Doesn't have to be super tight either. Now I can get rid of this bobby pin. Right, and let's move this out the way. Get this ponytail done. It's actually quite ridiculous how much difference it does make to have those extra inches between just below, above the bottom and now below the bottom. It seems like a humongous difference. Right, bobby pins out. That will still keep this in place. If you want to adjust it a bit, I like it a bit like, give it a bit of stand. I'll be putting the bobby pins back in, but having adjusted things a little bit, you can put nicer things in. I've got nicer clips somewhere. Okay, so now I have my 3 ponytails. Oh, I'm sorry. So I have my 3 ponytails here. Now, what you want to do is start off with this one. And do a very loose bun. As in, when I say loose, it's more like a pin curl. Alright, and pin down as you go. I'm using U-pins. And it can be quite messy, it doesn't matter. Curl it maybe the other way around a little bit, like that. Pin it down. And then I'll leave this for the moment. Pull this over here because that's the thin end. Okay, now the side. I'm going to divide that up and take the side closest to that and also go, I'll twist this one a little bit so that it's easier and falls into place. twist it like that. Actually what I'm going to do is I'm going to wrap it around my fingers a couple of 3 times, 4 times like that, and I will pin the whole thing down. Oops, didn't get all the pins, doesn't matter. Do it again. Twist it round. Doesn't matter, figure of 8 will also do. Hope I caught it this time, yes. Right, now I'm taking the second side. I find it easiest again to do it like this. Pin the bulkiest bit down. That's maybe a little bit too loose, so I'll pin this here. I can feel it there. Okay. So you get the sort of the idea now. It's going to be just loads and loads of pinning down. Right, now this side I can't see anything, not even in the camera. Am I in the picture even? I don't know. I know I've still got this loose little bit here hanging. So just twist again the hair around my fingers, loosen it up a bit, like that. I'll bring that up because I've got that loose bit there. Pin it down. I think I might need another one here. Doesn't feel secure. There we go. I thought it might not be. I just go with the flow. Pin it maybe this way. There you go. Let me see. I need to check what I'm actually doing because I can't see. That's maybe a bit high up as well. This is maybe a bit too high up. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to fold this down actually. Twist it down. Another pin. Need to look. All right, this isn't pinned down. Okay, now I need, excuse me guys, but I'm going to have to look now because the side is, I was really completely blind, working blind here. Let's see if I can get something in here so that I can see what I'm doing. Okay, this is from above. Okay, I have my last strand here. Once again, twisting it around my fingers rather loosely, and I see it's rather flat here, So I'm going to try to bring that up, bring the curls up like that. Pin them down as good as I can. There's one still misbehaving. Completely misbehaving. So, I don't know if you can see this. I hope you can. So this is the idea. You can so now you've got this broad, like almost messy bun, but it's humongous and it looks humongous. And as you know, I have not got a lot of hair. I have long hair and I have thin hair. I haven't got the volume. So that's one way of sort of faking that you have a lot of hair. Yeah, a voluminous hair. And it doesn't matter whether you've got a cut that's in a V shape or U shape, or whether you've got straight haircut. This works also for shorter hair, but I would say it's best if it's a minimum of, well, at least shoulder length, okay, up to here. Then you can do this. So this is perfect for thin hair. Yes, you can work with this. You can pull it forward maybe a little bit. I can adjust that. You can do braids. And maybe I could have, if I would have taken my, what you call it, you know, this out, then that would have been better. You can make it tighter. Yeah. So you can play with that. I know it's fallen about a bit because I haven't used hairspray. B, you can also wet your hair a little bit, then it will stay better. You know, so there's many tricks you can use. You can also use a bit of dry shampoo. Yeah, put that in first. One thing I wouldn't do if you've already got thin hair, do not tease your hair. I always try to avoid that completely. Do not tease, because you're basically just putting stress onto the hair shafts and the roots already anyway, so I wouldn't do that. If you need more volume up the top, you can use one of them of the rats like I showed you before. But anyway, so that's the idea. I'll just show you again. Not the perfect way. I could have maybe done a little bit more here in the middle. Yeah, but there you see the general idea. So I hope you like the idea, and you at home, you can play around with your volume of hair, with your length of hair, you know, and see what you like best. It's always good to have a mirror, of course. I mean, I have mirrors, but it's a different thing when I've got the camera set up, because that gives me different angles. So I hope you liked it, that I managed to fit a video in. Give me a thumbs up as token of appreciation that I do these videos, and I'll see you soon. It's not long now till the weekend, so bye.